Hey YouTube, I just wanted to come to you guys and let you know that I was gonna do the Season 7 Episode 2 review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I'm not gonna have any screen caps in this video. The next video will definitely have them, and the videos after that will, of course. But this one will not, just due to the time that I'm putting it out. But I didn't want to skip an episode, and here it goes, guys.
Okay, so we start off with Miss Funeral Home face Phaedra and her mama taking the kids to the dentist, where Apollo just shows up randomly and unannounced. And as soon as he walks in the door, Aiden said, "Oh boy, what are you doing here, Dad?" Apollo then tries to spend some time with his son while they're waiting for the doctor to come out. And Phaedra just is completely ignoring him. Like, the shade is so thick right now. Big Bird, Cynthia, pulls up in her antique Land Rover to Bar 1 to meet with Peter. Cynthia has on this atrocious yellow and print dress that's so ill-fitted. They began to look through Cynthia's 5-page spread in Ebony magazine for their Sexy at Any Age portion, which basically means, can we get an old model in here that we don't have to put a whole new face on this bitch. Peter then decides that he wants to throw Big Bird a party to celebrate her first magazine spread in 400 years. We then move on to Todd and Kandi in the kitchen at their house, waiting for her mom to come over so that she can take her to look at a house down the street from theirs that she could potentially be buying her. That bitch coins are looking real right. She's just buying houses all random. Mama, you don't want my house? You can have this house, that house, and that house. Holla at me. Kandi then explains that she gave her mother her old house that she moved out of 2 years ago when they purchased their new homes. Not one, but two, on the same property. Bitch, I'm ballin'. Her mom said that she didn't want Kandi to have an accident or something like that, and Todd be able to put her out the house and she'd be homeless. So you know Todd got all in his cheap ass feelings like, oh, this is the South. Y'all on y'all Oprah shit. You get a house, you get a house, you get a house, everybody get a house. Kandi basically said in her confessional that, I don't give a fuck what you gotta say, that's my mom buying her a house, and that's the end of it. Woo! So, of course, Mama Joyce walks in with her blue Michael Kors bag, bad weave, and her tacky ass slip-on wedges, just looking bitter as fuck in the face. Todd and Mama Joyce then greet each other, and it was surprisingly normal for what I'm used to seeing from them. It wasn't like back and forth. It was just like, hi, how are you? I'm great, how are you? That's good. Next. Then here goes Todd trying to carry on casual conversation like, oh, so do you know how you want to decorate? I mean, damn nigga, she ain't even seen the house yet. How the fuck she gonna know if she want to decorate it? But of course, Mama Joyce is a little cold with him when answering. She's like, no, not yet, I don't know. Luckily, Kandi swooped in to save the day. Now we come to Kenya's house, and she's making some tea on the stove looking depressed as shit. Knocking on the door comes her good Judy Brandon with his luggage. And he said, bitch, I'm here to stay. So they sit in her living room and kiki like true queens do, of course. And what would a Kenya scene be without Kenya bringing up her getting her ass whooped again? I definitely feel like that's going to be a constant this season. She's always going to bring it up, and she's never letting Portia live it down, no matter what happens. So Brandon's sitting there, filling Kenya's head up with a bunch of fairy dust, hopes, dreams, and lies about her failed career and how she should get back at it. No. We don't want to see her on nothing else. This show is enough. Like, she was on Martin and stuff back in the day, but girl, Martin don't come on TV no more. Your time is done. You are 900 years old. You just, wrap it up, hang it up. Next, nurse! Next. Then Brandon walks his soggy booty ass jeans on over to her piano and starts playing. So, of course, Rent to Own starts singing a horrible ass song that doesn't even rhyme about Portia, which is so late. Like, we don't want to see it. We don't want to hear it. We're done with it. Next. Back to Las Vegas with Nene, where she is prepping for her first performance of Zoomanity. Nene explains that she's still having such a hard time with the orgy scene in her Zoomanity performance that she, and I quote, doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know to hug each other, kiss each other, teabag. Girl, really? Teabag? Girl, bye. This is Bravo, not fucking HBO on demand. I don't want to hear none of that. None of that. Especially knowing that your husband is 900 years old. Bye. Then we get back to Kandi and Mama Joyce, who are coming to see this house that's supposed to be down the street from Candy's house. But when her and Kandi left, it was daylight outside, and all of a sudden it's pitch black, and she can't even see the grass that's so beautifully manicured, in Candy's words. The fuck, Bravo? Really? You couldn't tell that bitch to speed it up and come in the daytime? So it almost looked like it was the same day? Really? They walk in the house and the camera starts panning around the house like we're on an episode of MTV Cribs, My Daughter Bought Me My House version. Get your life? No shade, no tea, but the house is everything. It was spacious and it included 7 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, a swimming pool, a basketball court, and a 2-car garage. What the fuck do her old ass need with all of that space? First of all, she is one old ass bitch that don't even got a man. What do you need 7 bedrooms for? She's team too much, and I'm done with her life. So Mama Joyce then says, "Ooh, Miss Hard to Please is pleased. I love it." And Kandi almost passed out and had a heart attack like, "Oh my god, I found something that pleases you?" Of course, while they're sitting in the house chit-chatting, Kandi brings up the fact that the house is right down the street from her homes, and she can just stop on by anytime just in case they have a baby. Mama Joyce cut that off real quick like, skirt! Oh, you trying? Kandi said, "No, not really, but I haven't been on birth control in a year, so, you know, anything can happen." Mama Joyce cut that off real quick. "You sure Todd haven't had a vasectomy?" Kandi was like, "The fuck, bitch? Really? Really? Why would you say that?" Of course, here she go with her old ass. "Oh, you know, I just dreamt it." Like, really? Really? Next. Kandi laughed it off and basically was like, it is what it is. Then Mama Joyce and her start talking about Todd's mom. And Candy's mom let it be known she is not apologizing to Todd's mama, and it is not going to happen at all because she called her a bitch and she ain't okay with that. She said, "I'll accept her apology, but I'm not apologizing to her." Like, bitch, I didn't do shit wrong. She needs to apologize to me. It don't matter if I was all up in her face. She called me a bitch. And we're not going to take that. So, fuck out of here. But what I really can't handle is this old lady gang. Like, this old on old violence needs to stop. Like, y'all too old. Y'all know if y'all fight, one of y'all hips is gonna break and y'all gonna be down for the count. Hang it up, grandma. So, Mama Joyce then lets Kandi know that, you know, I know you got some coins up in that purse, so you need to keep me in the manner to which I am accustomed. That's her favorite line ever in reality TV history. She repeats it every chance she gets. And Kandi was just like, "Okay, rich lady, the fuck, bitch? Don't keep track of my purse, keep track of that whack-ass Michael Kors bag you got. The fuck?" Back with Nene on stage performing at Zoomanity, looking very drag queen-alicious, like I said before, but she actually was doing a very good job. Now back on to bar 1, where Bankrupt, I mean Peter, is throwing Big Bird, Cynthia, her Ebony Magazine little launch party, magazine spread, congratulations, bullshit. And there looks like there happens to be at most 24 people at this party, including the cast members. And you know they wanted to sneak some bullshit into the crowd, so Angie Stone is there looking a hot ass mess. And What would the TV show be without Miss Lawrence trying to get his little bit of shine up in there, looking crazy as fuck? Kandi and Todd show up, and Todd is wearing a white tee. This is a party, not your damn cookout. The fuck? And then Cynthia walks in with her white and black suit, her red lipstick, and her nappy ass highlighted blonde wig. Cynthia, I'm normally okay with your hair situation, but this is not one of them. Of course, what would the show be without Miss Lawrence coming over to get his 10 seconds of fame with that 10-pound face of makeup on? Just ready to crack. Let me just get my hammer out and crack, and it's all on the floor. I'm done. Rena Center pulls up in her white Bentley, late as usual. Kenya then walks in with Claudia Jordan. Next! The fuck? Kenya then introduces Claudia Ho Jordan to Cynthia, and she basically stands there like, bitch, I'm here. There's no really need for us to talk, so I'm just gonna be real to myself over here in the corner, not really hyped to be at your party though. It's cute or whatever, but I'm not gonna show I'm happy. Ho Jordan, Claudia, informs us that she has just moved to Atlanta from New York, but a little backstory, no shade, no tea. That's because she's run out of people to sleep with to make it to the top, which she's barely made it to the middle. Next, Sadi Jordan then lets us know what, of course, no one asked her, which is, I got the Ricky Smiley in the morning co-hosting job. Big Bird, of course, throws in that, oh, actually, Portia's on that show too sometimes. Sadi Jordan then lets us know that, actually, she does the TV portion and I do the radio. Which basically means, bitch, you're not good enough to be on TV, but we'll listen to you. Kandi then asks Kenya, what's up with you and Portia and the whole situation? And Kenya lets us know that it's currently Portia against the state of Georgia. It's no longer her. Kandi then lets us know that she didn't think it was okay for Kenya to have called the cops on Portia because you got what you deserved. I'm gonna give 2 kudos to Kandi for that because she's damn sure correct. Kenya got her ass beat because she was fucking up. Apollo then pulls up in his white Beamer looking very dapper, if I do say so myself. He walks in the door and Kenya basically shifts herself. They then throw in a pointless scene of Phaedra, her boys, and of course her mother, who have nothing to do with anything right now, and back to Big Bird's party. As Apollo greets Kenya, Kenya decides she needs to get up and go to the bathroom with Thadia. Kenya just seemed very shocked and confused that Apollo was there. Of course, Thadia Jordan tries to get her little 10 minutes of fame in there, and she's like, did you see me with my purse when he sat down, girl? Did you see it? Let me make sure my social security card is still in here because, you know, I have decent credit. You know, I wouldn't want that messed up, you know, because everyone else pays my bills and I don't. And I'm just looking at her like, really, bitch? Really? With them Claire's accessories you got on, you worried about somebody stealing your credit? Really, bitch? Really? Bye, Thadia. Apollo then lets the cat out of the bag to the rest of the cast members that are sitting on the couch that Phaedra isn't going to let the kids see him in prison and they aren't communicating as of now. As Kenya's trying to sneak on out of bar 1, Apollo asks if he can speak to her and her face just turned gray and that shit hit the floor. I mean, she was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm on my way out. But, you know, that wasn't going to stop Apollo. Big Bird, Cynthia, walks Rena Center on out to her Enterprise rental car Bentley. And she's sitting out there talking while they're out there waiting for the Bentley. Apollo, of course, sneaks out one more time and asks if he can speak to Rena Center in private just once more. So Cynthia takes a few steps back and they begin to get to talking. What I can say is that I do respect the fact that Rena Center let Apollo know, like, listen, we shouldn't be talking. You know, last time we spoke around, your wife wasn't happy. I want to respect her wishes. Apollo said, you know what? I don't give a fuck about that country southern bumpkin belle. Fuck that shit. I'm here to apologize. I need to clear my slate, and nothing's gonna stop me right now. Kenya quickly let him know that, listen, unless you're going to be specific on this apology, I'm not here for it. Pack it up, get it on out. Apollo got real all in his feelings like the queen that he is, and was like, listen, baby boo, fuck you, fuck all that shit you're talking, and I'm out. So Kenya is still outside waiting for this rented Bentley, and they've been standing outside this whole time. They still haven't brought this bitch car over. Like, bar one is 20 acres and a mule, when that shit is a parking lot for 10 cars. Like, the fuck? I can't. Side note, Kenya's Chanel bag is everything if it's hers and it's real. But if it's not, then she can keep that. Of course, Cynthia leaves her to wait for her car and comes into bar one and spills all the tea. Like, oh, Apollo was out there and he just apologized to her for lying, and he said that she was like, oh, she wanted to give me head. Listen, little fucking wind blower. This bitch moved right here and here and here and here and then there and there if the wind is blowing in the right direction. Like, get your life. Kenya's the only friend you have left, so don't be acting up. Now everyone's upset with Apollo because they're like, listen, nigga, now we gotta go apologize because we've been thinking this bitch was a thought all this time because of you. If it wasn't for you, we would have never thought she was a thought, and we wouldn't have this problem. And he was like, oh, why y'all was calling her a hoe? Like, I don't even know what you mean. Because they believed your lying ass. See, this is why you can never believe nobody that went to jail. Because they fuck up your whole life. Apollo then comes back outside, and of course, coincidentally, Rent Center is still waiting for her Bentley. And basically Apollo just lets her know, I'm sorry for blowing up on you the first time I came out, and he specifically apologized for exactly what Kenya needed at that time. And that was it, you know. She was like, it is what it is. Did I see you in California ever? No. Did I ever offer you fellatio? Bitch, just say stop. Just stop. Just say he wanted you to give him head. Like, fellatio. Where am I at? Rented luxury then lets us know in her green screen confessional that in this moment she feels vindicated, but I won't truly be vindicated until Phaedra apologizes to me, which ain't never gonna fucking happen. That bitch is never gonna admit that she was wrong because she's always right, and she has all these degrees, and she do all of this shit, and she has several jobs, and yeah, clearly bitch you have several jobs. She and your husband is one of them. But we ain't gonna get into that until it come on. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to continue them, because believe it or not, show reviews with screen caps and editing and all that is a lot of work. So if you guys are not enjoying them, I will definitely be glad to stop doing them. And also in the comment section below, let me know what kind of videos you want me to do. If you want to see me try a product out, or new hair reviews, hairstyles. If you follow me on Instagram and you're like, how did you do this style? Let me know. I will gladly take all your suggestions into consideration. Thank you guys. This was episode 2, season 7, Real Housewives of Atlanta.